Namaste to everyone. Namaste Gopal Babu Bhaiya. Namaste Sarmila Didi. Good morning. Welcome to the morning session. So in English we have today the sharing of Chamundeswary Didi. Chamundeswary Didi, Namaste.
Namaste Bhaiya.
We can start with your sharing. Just after small introduction of yours. Jay. So, Chamundeswary TG is the senior lecturer in electronics and communication engineering in a government polytechnic college, Telangana. So, she has done USB introductory workshop 2 times in a year 2021 and 2022, followed by USB 2 in December 2022, and actively participated in volunteering activities since January 2023. At present, she is doing registration, FAQ, morning batch calling, and video editing, etc. So with this small introduction, I may invite Didi to put her sharing based on the pointers in 20 minutes. Over to you, Didi.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you for the introduction. Good morning. Namaste to all my mentors and co-explorers. As Bhaiya has already given my introduction and seeing the time point of view, I would like to start my sharing. Just I want to add one thing that I am attending the morning sessions from 8th batch onwards regularly. And of course, I am a silent listener and observer. And this is my third sharing in the morning sessions. Coming to exercise 1, step 1, observing the self by the self every moment. Be aware. As I am going through the 3 batches of the morning sessions, I can confidently say that the awareness in myself has increased a lot, though not every moment. Yes, reaction outside is almost coming nearer to nil. Step 2 and 3, the feeling that I have, I'm able to observe sometimes and not always. Sometimes I'm happy with the feelings when they are naturally acceptable to me. I am in discomfort when there is a feeling of irritation, fear, and opposition within me. Step 4, I know and understand that the feelings I have at any moment are decided by me and not someone else or the situation outside. But still, sometimes I'm getting influenced by the outside situation, even though not reacting outside, but there is a reaction within myself. When I am in disharmony, I'm able to see that most of the time I'm flowing with the thoughts and trying to analyze them rather than observing outside. Step 5. The feelings I have at any moment is slowly depending on right understanding than assumption. Of course, in daily life, when I am in a hurry, I have observed that without going for right understanding, I'm falling back to the assumptions and preconditions. Step 6 and 7, I am not able to distinguish between these steps very clearly in routine, even though I am able to understand them. I am able to see that when my feelings are naturally acceptable to me, I am in harmony, a state of happiness. Step 7b, when I am able to understand relationship, harmony, and coexistence in complete, then I will be able to decide my feelings and thought accordingly in a natural manner and be happy. Here, I would like to mention that sometimes I'm able to see the feelings and then getting the thoughts accordingly. And sometimes first the desires, thought, and expectations come first, and then the feeling accordingly. When I have observed this step very keenly, sometimes I could see that with nearer ones and relatives, friends, I'm able to see the feelings first, then accordingly the thoughts and actions are coming into picture. With new persons or outsiders, my behavior is depending on right understanding in most of the cases, due to which I am in harmony. Because here I am not expecting much, or I am rightly evaluating the other persons. Whereas with loved ones and close people, because of expecting more and not evaluating them properly due to the assumptions, preconditions, and sanskars, disharmony is existing. this I could clearly see that in most of the times when I'm dealing with students, my colleagues, and outside people, I'm not getting into disharmony, because I'm able to see that if I find that the world outside is very excellent, I am able to live very happily. There is no problem at all. But when I come to the family members and the connected people to whom I interact each and every moment in my life, there I am able to see disharmony. Then I could clearly observe that this is why this is happening, why everyone I am able to mingle with everyone in a proper way, but when it is coming to the near ones, loved ones, it should be more happiness, but why there is some disharmony. Then I could clearly see that when I am interacting with my loved ones or my family members, first I am expecting something out of them, and then I am, that is the reason where actually I am falling back. And because of the expectations, the I'm not going according to the right understanding, or I'm not doing the right evaluation, due to which I am getting into disharmony. Regarding all the above steps, I would like to present a few incidents that I am going through from past 20 days. On July 11th, my daughter had to write NEET PG exam. As parents, we supported her a lot in preparing for the exam with utmost care and attention. She also studied hard day and night for the exam. The night before the day of exam, at about 10 p.m., her friend called her and said that the exam is cancelled. She didn't believe it, neither when she told us, neither we also believed it. But when we switched on the TV and other media, we found it to be true. Suddenly, she started crying loudly, saying that I struggled day and night preparing for the exam. Now, once again, I have to go through all this. And she started crying once again, because I could see that from nearly 3 months, she was day and night, she was only with the books. She did not see the outside world at all, because she had an aim or goal to get a good rank in the NEET PG and get a government seat. Always she used to tell that I want to have a government seat only, because I have seen you people struggling hard throughout your life to bring me and my brother to this stage. So, seeing you, I have come to this decision. So, I am working hard for this. She used to tell. So, thinking of all the hardship she has gone and we have gone through this, she started crying and she was bursting out. The reaction of my husband was in support of her. I could see the feelings he had for her. He also started cursing the entire system, the administration, the government, whatnot, everything. I was not reacting at all. I could see that the outside situation, which is not in our hands, cannot disturb me. My daughter was going on sobbing and telling, "What is this, Amma? Why all this happens to me only? I thought I would become free after this. I could do that and this, but now once again I have to go through all this once again." I told her, "This has happened not only to you, but lakhs of students who are waiting for this. So don't worry, be positive, feel that you are going to get more time for preparation." And being calm, I could console her within. Really, these morning sessions helped me to handle the situation very easily without getting much disturbed. If I would also have got disturbed, then the situation would be more worse and it would have taken more time for me as well as for her and everyone to settle down. But because I was calm within me, I could see that the situation became normal within few hours, and the next day everything was normal. After few days, my issue started. That is, government has issued a GO for taking up transfers in all education departments, compulsory lifting of staff having more than 5 years attestation. This created a disturbance in our family. The reason was that the exemption were given to the staff who are having 2 years of retirement for retirement. But I am having 2.5 years time period for retirement. So just for the sake of the half year extra time for retirement, I am also forced to undergo these transfers at the age of 59 years. But still, I could see that I was not disturbed. As and when I was asked to submit the applications, attachments, etc., I did. But I could see that my spouse was very disturbed. And during this period only, I was attending a face to face workshop at VNR Vignan Jyoti Institute of Technology, Hyderabad, in which I was a co facilitator. Then my spouse started telling that we are undergoing so much of the transfers issue and all. Why you want to involve yourself for these activities? This is going to be very difficult for you. You are not thinking of what is going to happen in future. You are unnecessarily taking the risk of attending these sessions, which is not a part of your duty. You once again think over it. Because when I was in the workshop, I made it mandatory for myself that I should completely involve in the FDP and I should not even switch on my phone. And my husband was very worried that when all the instructions are coming online and each and every time they are asking to submit some or the other data, if you are not switching on your phone, you are not looking at your phone, if something happens tomorrow, who is going to face this situation? Even though he was getting so much worried, I could see the feeling of affection as he was more worried as how I would go to a new place, travel a lot at this age, etc. If it was me before, I used to give the meaning to the words which he was speaking and react, and the situation would become more worse. But I was in harmony. I told him that don't worry, I will be taking care of all the things. Whenever I come back, I will take care of the transfers issue and all. And when I am in the FDP, let me do whatever myself says with the right understanding. Even though he was disturbed, I was in harmony and I could handle the situation properly. And of course, I was transferred, and at present now I am located at a distance of 35 kilometers from Hyderabad and undergoing a journey of nearly 3 to 4 hours a day. Even though at this age I'm able to see that I'm undergoing all this, but I am not disturbed at all. All these disturbances which I'm speaking about are the ones which are continuously being told by my spouse, my daughter, and all, who are saying that might be your health may get spoiled. How we are going to face this situation? You take VRS. I told no, teaching is my passion. So for this passion, with right understanding, I want to serve this student community. So whether it is near or far, I have to go for this. And right now, daily I am traveling, and till today also I am happy that I'm able to help the student community. And when I left the institution where I was working earlier, I could see that all the students, they were literally crying, saying that, Madam, please don't go from this institution. You are like a mother to us. I don't know, the attachment that I had with the students, with the colleagues, and the institution is, I cannot tell it in words. My principal told me that you are an asset to the institution. Madam, we don't want you to go to a new institution, but nothing is in our hands. And students, I took nearly 3 hours for the students, to console them and tell them, know that I'm always with you. We have got so much of media with us. Everywhere I will be available on WhatsApp. Whatever I can do for you, I'll be doing. So all are my students, all are my children. Don't worry. In this way, I could see that the relation with all the outside people also is very good. And as I have already said, of course, there is always some disturbance with my loved ones only. Coming to exercise 2, step 1 and 2, I am there and the body also exists. It is I who decides what instructions are to be passed to the body and the sensations to be read from the body. When I was sharing in the previous 2 sessions, I could see that I was mostly sharing the steps regarding to exercise 1, but I could not speak a lot on exercise 2. After continuously going through these sessions, now I am able to see the steps 1 and 2 and also the step 3 of exercise 2. About few days back, in the morning walk, I had put on the earphones and listening to the resource person Gopal Bhaiya very keenly. I could also see that some dogs were chasing one another and they were coming running towards me. So I was reading both the sensations, one coming from the ears and the one in front of my eyes. But I was so involved in the listening that I could see the scene in front of my eyes, but did not instruct the body to move aside. So the dogs which were chasing, they came and hit me on the legs and ran away. So here I understand that I read this sensation which is important to me and instruct the body as and when I require. Here I could also see the coexistence that when we are very much afraid of the dogs and all, even though all those thoughts were going on, but still this step realized me to see that it did not harm me at all. Just as the dogs were chasing one another, out of that fear of the dogs, they just came because I was obstructing their path. They just hit me and went away and they did not do anything to me. So the wrong assumption I used to have right from the beginning, that we should always be far away from dogs because even a single bite is going to cause a lot of struggle. But I was not disturbed at this time. Step 4, I am not the sensation. I am not in the sensation taking place in any part of the body. Only in this step, I was stuck up to the 9th batch. And sometimes whenever I used to ask a doubt to Sharmila Didi, I used to ask only regarding this step. How is it possible that when I am in pain, how can we say that I am not in pain? But now I am able to see this sometimes. In the above incident, as the dog hit me with force, there was a lot of swelling and pain near the left knee. I could see that the body was in pain, but it is not me. If I would have been the previous one, I would panic either by shouting or crying as if something has happened to me, and try to seek attention from the others who were also walking along with me. But this time I didn't react much, continued walking, and after coming home, just took a steam bath and went on with the routine duties. And in the evening, when I came back, I was feeling a slight pain. So my daughter saw that there is something which mother is not telling me. She asked, Amma, tell me what is happening, why you are slightly limping with your left leg. I don't know, nothing has happened. Then she, because right from the beginning I have problem with my knees, so she lifted up and saw that there is a swelling in the knee. She asked me, you tell me clearly what has happened. Something has happened. Otherwise, of course, she is also a doctor. She can identify. Some pressure has fallen on your knees. That is why you are getting this much of swelling. You tell me what happened. Then I shared her the incident, what has happened during the morning walk. Immediately she applied some ointment, once again gave a steam bath and said, Amma, try to be careful while going for a walk. Don't get disturbed by this with this incident. You don't stop going for a walk. You continue with your walk. So the next day, everything was normal. I didn't even give up walking. Everything was
Chamundeswary
normal.
Didi,
Yes, Bhaiya.
yes, Didi, we have means few minutes left.
Okay,
we,
okay.
Try to complete it.
Okay, okay, Bhaiya. By reaction, and step 5, my reaction or response depending on the sanskar. If the sanskar depends on right understanding, I remain in happiness. On the other hand, if it depends on an assumption, then sometimes I'm happy and sometimes unhappy. One of the gross sanskar I could see these days is that whenever a festival is to be celebrated, I am anxious, worried, and sometimes frustrated. I started looking at these feelings as to why, when a festival is a festive or a happy mood, why I'm getting these feelings. The intense cleaning of the house, changing all the curtains, sofa covers, mats, etc. As I am working and having no maid also, these works used to create these feelings in me. When the work is not completed in time, I got irritated and frustration, resulting in a reaction on the family members. They used to feel disturbed due to this. Finally, everyone used to feel, what is the use of celebrating a festival with all these types of feelings and atmosphere in the house? Now, with right understanding, I have changed myself, doing some of the things 2 or 3 days before itself, postponing which are not very important, involving all the others of the family with a feeling of relation. Thus, due to my transformation, I am of course happy, and all the members of the family are happy, saying that now we are celebrating the festival in true means. So finally, I would say that the steps in the exercise 1 and 2 are helping me a lot to live happily than before. Most of the time, I don't feel lonely since I am with myself always. Interacting outside also has reduced, doing only as and when required. The health of mine also has improved a lot. I am not feeling as if I am 58 years old. My thinking and my energy levels also have gone very high. I have got the energy to do many things around me, which is also giving me happiness. Regarding commitment, trying to spend at least 3 to 4 hours daily for self exploration along with social responsibility, doing most of the volunteering activities, and also looking forward to participate in other activities also. My way of right understanding in handling the situations also has improved a lot. On the Independence Day celebrations, even though it was 40 kilometers away, I went to my newly posted institution to attend the Independence Day, which gave me a lot of satisfaction as a teacher, as a citizen. So now most of my thinking is depending on right understanding. I extend my wholehearted gratitude to all my mentors and the co explorers for helping me in this UHV journey. Looking forward for more transformation in me with all your support. I would like to stop here. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Namaste.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chamundeswary Didi, for this detailed and experiential sharing. So let us listen the comments from our mentors. So may I request Gopal Bhaiya for your comment, please?
Namaste, Didi.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
A very detailed sharing from your side. And I'm happy to see your dedication, commitment towards this exercise. And you are getting aware of yourself day by day. That's why you are able to see your state of being with outside environment. And it is true that when we are comfortable inside, then we can evaluate outside rightly. Then we can handle outside environment in a better way. But if I am uncomfortable inside me, then we either over evaluate the outside events or under evaluate those. And it creates a lot of reaction in me. So in that sense, you are making a dedicated effort to observe yourself. So keep it up, Didi. You are going in the right path with the right process, and soon you will achieve what you are desiring from this exercise. So
Thank
best
you.
wishes, Didi.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you very much. I always keep listening regularly to you, Bhaiya, but even though I don't ask any questions, but your way of explanation is helping me to explore a lot. Thank you, Bhaiya.
Thank you, Gopal Bhaiya. So now we can listen from Sanjay Didi. Ji Didi, please.
Namaste, Chamundeswary ji.
Namaste, Didi.
Very nice to hear your sharing. I have been listening to your sharings earlier also, and the growth is quite visible. You are exploring in earnest, and you are able to see more and more as compared to earlier. And I think Gopal Babaji has already mentioned, time is also up, but I will just wish you all the very best of wishes for your further journey also. All the best.
Thank you, Didi. Your suggestions from the last 2 sessions also have helped me a lot to explore, Didi. Thank you. Thank you for your motivation.